Is Starfield actually releasing this fall? Is the Persona franchise about to debut on Xbox? We have more Game Pass announcements and an event for Age of Empires. There's so much here to talk about, so let's get into it. What is going on, everybody? It's Randall419, the man with the million, back again with another video. I hope everyone's having a great day, and if you guys can do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and please hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you guys for checking out the video. It means the world to me. Just when you thought Xbox was done dropping news, they make some more announcements and grab some more headlines, like EA Play finally coming to Game Pass on PC tomorrow, and the full slate of new titles hitting Game Pass for the rest of March, which really surprised a lot of people. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later on in the video, including the fan event that Age of Empires is putting on to talk about Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Age of Empires 3, and the brand new title Age of Empires 4, and I have to wonder if we're going to get a release date for that title. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. So not only are we going to talk about all the news that has dropped in the past couple days, I've also collected some of the hottest rumors regarding Xbox. Like, is the Persona franchise about to make its long-awaited debut on Xbox really soon? But before we get to that, we have to talk about this holiday and potentially one of the biggest games that Xbox and Bethesda are going to put out, and that is Starfield. Now, if you've been paying attention, I've been saying since the beginning of this year that I felt Microsoft was going to have a 1-2-3 punch this holiday with Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite, and Starfield launching this fall that will definitely sell Xbox consoles and push Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. And it looks like my theory might actually be coming true because Jeff Grubb talked about this scenario yesterday on RDX. That's right, Dealer Gaming's podcast that he runs on his channel. If you're an Xbox fan, you should be watching it. Dealer is a great friend, as well as Cody Eastwood, Tim Dog, Jay Fonzarelli, D-Batch, and Little Zocker. So the article I'm sourcing here says, when is Bethesda sci-fi RPG Starfield coming out? We've heard several rumors that Bethesda is targeting a 2021 release date, and if you've been paying attention, this is exactly what I've been saying the entire year. I have been told that the target release date for Starfield was 2021 after it originally was supposed to come out in 2020, but COVID delayed it, and I'm not the only person saying that. Nate Drake, an insider over at Reset Era, said pretty much the same thing. But it continues on and says, but that seems somewhat hard to believe given we've seen nothing of the game aside from a logo to date. Well, maybe we ought to believe it, as yet another voice has joined the chorus of those predicting a 2021 release. On the most recent episode of the Real Deal Xbox podcast, VentureBeat writer and noted insider Jeff Grubb claimed that E3 season reveal for Starfield is 90% likely and that the game's release may follow soon after, provided COVID-19 hasn't set development too far back. And this is what Jeff Grubb said on the podcast. Quote, what I've heard is that Bethesda is probably 90% going to have Starfield at E3, or whatever they call E3, as they won't actually be a part of the official E3. But 90% for it to be there, and then what follows is the Fallout 4 battle plan. Announce it at E3 and launch it in November. You still have to factor in COVID. This is still going to be an issue that could cause problems with development. And as I've stated in previous videos, when Jeff Grubb speaks, I listen. He's been right so many times in the past that you have to pay attention to all the things he talks about. So when he says there's a 90% chance it's going to be at E3 and launch this year, depending on COVID, obviously that still might factor in. The game might have to be delayed and come out maybe early 2022. I pay attention. I honestly do think Starfield will launch this fall. And what he talks about here about the Fallout 4 battle plan is exactly how I imagined it would all go down during the Bethesda Summer Showcase. You have Todd Howard come out there, give a 20-minute demo of the game, and then say it's launching exclusively on Xbox PC and Game Pass, and then a whole bunch of numbers kind of flip down to reveal the release date. It's exactly what they did with Fallout 4. It's exactly what they did with Fallout 76. Those type of games don't need the prolonged 3-year, 2-year hype cycle. You can just hype it up for 6 months and then release it. And I always find it strange when people talk about Starfield, about how it can't release this holiday simply because they haven't talked about it and shown anything. Because it's like, have you paid attention with how Bethesda Games actually rolls out their marketing for their marquee titles? Either way, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that COVID doesn't delay the game, because if Xbox can get out Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, and Starfield this holiday, it's going to be a pretty damn good end of the year. Let me know if you actually think Starfield will be launching this holiday and what month it would launch in. Now, next up, we need to talk about Persona. People have clamored for the franchise to hit Xbox just like Yakuza has, and it seems that some insiders are hinting that the franchise might be making its way to Xbox and Game Pass soon. So the article starts out by saying Persona 5 might very well be coming to Xbox Game Pass in the near future if recent rumors are to be believed. Sega's major RPG series could possibly be arriving on Microsoft's game subscription service next to the popular Yakuza series. At least that's what both Windows Central's Jez Corden and Xbox era owner Nick Special Ed Baker appeared to be hinting at. Last month, Special Ed already said that aside from the Yakuza series, it seems that there's another popular Sega franchise that's trying to get into Game Pass. Fast forward 1 month, and now both Jez Corden and Ed appear to be suggesting that the Atlas-developed RPG will indeed be arriving on Xbox Game Pass soon. Now, I've included both tweets for you guys to take a look at. As you can see here, Special Ed tweeted out that it seems like Yakuza isn't the only popular Sega franchise Microsoft are trying to get in Game Pass, and he quote retweeted that with, I believe, Joker, the protagonist of the franchise. I don't really know because I haven't played a Persona game. And then my buddy Has the Door tweeted out, I hope Xbox guys get to experience Persona series soon, hashtag Persona 5. And my podcast mate Jez Corden replied with a smiley face. Now, I see a lot of people making articles about this, and I do have to laugh at the idea of people taking Jez's reply, which is just a single smiley face, and turning it into a 10-page thread at Reset Era, and having some websites literally write an article just based on what Jez is replying to here. But honestly, I agree with both Special Ed and Jez. Persona will be making its way to Xbox. I don't know when, I don't know if it'll be this year, I don't know if it'll be next year, but it's definitely going to happen. The only question is, what game will be first? Will it be Persona 5? Will it be Persona 5 Royale? Maybe they start with Persona 4 Golden, or maybe it's the spin-off series Strikers that hit Xbox Game Pass. But either way, the franchise will be making its way to Xbox just like Yakuza did. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in playing Persona on Xbox, and which title would you want to see hit the service first. Now, in my last video on Monday, we talked about Outriders being confirmed for Game Pass on day 1, and yesterday, Microsoft revealed the list of all the games hitting the service for the next couple weeks, and it's pretty big. So here are the list of games and when they will be releasing on Xbox Game Pass. Undertale for cloud console and PC is available today. Empire Sin for cloud console and PC hits on March 18th. Also on March 18th is Nier Automata, which hits the PC. We also have Star Wars Squadrons for console via EA Play and Game Pass Ultimate, also hitting March 18th. Torchlight 3 for PC hits March 18th. And then on March 25th, we have Genesis Noir for console and PC. Octopath Traveler, which is very interesting because that was a game that was only on the Nintendo Switch. Everybody thought it was a Switch exclusive even though it came to PC last year. That game is debuting in Game Pass day 1 on March 25th. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire Ultimate Edition for PC on March 25th. Superland coming to the PC on March 25th. Yakuza 6 A Song of Life for cloud console and PC on March 25th. And Narita Boy for cloud console and PC on March 30th. But that's not it for the Game Pass announcements, because EA Play is officially launching on Game Pass PC tomorrow. Over on the Xbox Newswire blog, they say that since teaming up with Electronic Arts, we've been working to provide Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PC members an EA Play membership at no additional cost. We want to thank the PC community for your patience over the past few months as we work to deliver a better Xbox app experience for EA Play. We're excited to share with you that starting tomorrow, March 18th at 2 p.m. Pacific, Xbox Game Pass PC and Ultimate members will be able to enjoy all the benefits of EA Play on Windows 10, including more than 60 of EA's biggest and best PC games like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, FIFA 20, Titanfall 2, and Need for Speed Heat, as well as titles from some of EA's most popular franchises like Battlefield, Madden NFL, Command & Conquer, and The Sims. It rewards you each month for your favorite EA games. March rewards include Gold Team Fantasy MUT Packs and EA Play Celebration Pack for Madden 21, an N7 Weapon Charm for Apex Legends, and more. And starting on day 1 of EA Play on PC with Game Pass, members can play the new-to-play list title Star Wars Squadrons on PC and console, master the art of starfighter combat in the authentic piloting experience, feel the adrenaline of first-person multiplayer space dogfights alongside your squadron, and buckle up in a thrilling Star Wars story. I think everybody can agree that Xbox Game Pass has been on fire as of late. Last but not least, we need to talk about this Age of Empires event that was announced today and whether or not I think the game will be releasing this year. So the Xbox Newswire blog says the Age of Empires team is so excited to announce today that we'll be celebrating the franchise with a new event, Age of Empires Fan Preview. The event will consist of a half-hour broadcast kicking off at 9 a.m. Pacific time on April 10th, and will be hosted on ageofempires.com, Twitch, Facebook Live, the Xbox YouTube channel, and Bilibili for our fans in China. For 1 week following the broadcast, we'll be opening up limited time digital experience on ageofempires.com to continue celebrating with the community. While we don't want to spoil everything we have in store, we know that you've been patiently waiting for more glimpses of Age of Empires 4 since the first trailer at XO19. Our broadcast will include a new look at gameplay, civilizations, campaign, and more. We'll also be sharing some exciting news for our Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition and Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition players too. Now personally, I've never played an Age of Empires game, but this event probably is also going to announce the release date of Age of Empires 4, as I feel very strongly that Age of Empires 4 will be releasing this year, potentially in the summer, maybe June, July, or August. So if you're an Age of Empires fan, make sure you check out this event on April 10th. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every single time I drop a video like this. Please share this out on social media or tell a friend about the channel, and if you want to take your support for the channel even further, you can always hit the join button, where you will get access to channel badges and emotes for the Xbox 2 podcast we do every single week with Jez Corden from Windows Central. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.